Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I'm Star. The message I heard is I understand. The scripture comes from 2nd Chronicles 21:9. Then Jehoram went forth with his princes and all his chariots with him, and he rose up by night and smote Edom, the Edomites, which compassed him in, and the captains of the chariots. So the Edomites revolted from under the hand of Judah unto this day. The same time also did Lebanon revolt from under his hand, because he had forsaken the Lord God of his fathers. My apologies, y'all. I'm using my mini Bible. I don't feel like going to get my big Bible, and the scripture is tiny. Anywho. The message is, okay, God says he understands your emotions, what you're going through, and he sees everything. Like, how do I say it? I feel like, you know how I'm thinking about like the Cruella movie, how it's like taken from Cruella's perspective, or Maleficent is taken from Maleficent's perspective, and it kind of makes you like the villain a little bit, like that kind of vibe. Like, this may be somebody you was made out to be a villain. Maybe you have like a group of people. Like, this will be like somebody, you the black sheep of your family, and it has gotten to such an extent that your family, literally every single person in your family, hates you. Like, they take out the time, effort, and energy to come after you. They take out the time, effort, and energy to attack you. They have gathered together and gathered more and more people to try to take you down. And like, what's funny to me is, as I'm seeing this right here, it's funny because people are angry because it don't make sense that it's taking that many people to take down one person. And I don't even understand the idea of take down. I feel like it's just like a spiritual, like maybe they want you to be spiritually weak or something, mentally weak. Like, this is like, I don't know, like it's kind of like maybe they don't want you to have your gifts or whatever it is that maybe your spiritual abilities and your gifts are connected to your destiny and your future. And somebody saw this. Whoever saw this don't want you to like tap in. They don't want you to be able to tap in. They don't want you to have these gifts. And that is why you are always under attack, specifically in ways that would hurt you spiritually. But it doesn't work. Okay? And it's kind of like God understands your perspective. You know what I'm saying? We always talking about our perspective, but God also understands other people's perspectives. But the thing about it is like no excuse that anybody can come up with as to why they have gathered together with hundreds of people to attack one person, because how dare they have that future? It doesn't make sense. Like, it's no way that you can word it and twist it to where it makes sense. It's no way that you could put it to where, well, they just had to go because how dare they have a dream? Well, they just had to go. How dare they want something bigger? How they just had to go. How dare they go out and, you know what I'm saying, have like creativity or talent or whatever it is you got going on. I just feel like that don't even make sense. It's nothing. It is not logical. And I just feel like sometimes when people allow themselves to get this kind of hatred and envy towards somebody, they see all red. And it's like, it's people see all red. Like your family, like they see all red to such an extent that you ain't even doing nothing to them. You could literally be sitting down watching the TV and they gonna have a problem with it. Because why are you sitting like that? You shouldn't be sitting in that chair. And why are you watching this? And who told you to come? Like, I just feel like it's always something just by you existing. And if you don't come, why didn't you come? And oh, they acting funny with us. And I bet I bet this, and I bet that. And you know what I'm saying? But you just decided not to come because when you do come, it's a problem. When you do come, you can't even have no peace. This somebody, you can't even go. Like, every time it's a family function and you go, somebody got something, some kind of beef to pick with you. It's always something. It's always something. Why would you want to go? This somebody you don't even want to be a part of the family no more. Why would you? Don't nobody want to be around nobody that's being mean to them all day long? Nobody. If you have a choice against it, you gonna choose that choice and stand on it. I just feel like this somebody you choose your peace all day. I know I do. I will. I don't care if I gotta leave with just my purse and have my peace. I'm gonna have my peace. I am. I don't have time for drama and mess and all that. And I'm not finna go and be around nobody that's, constantly agitating me, constantly trying to make up lies and rumors about me, constantly trying to, I don't have time. Y'all do that on y'all own time. You know what I'm saying? And if it's a situation where you just got to try to make up a rumor about me, let me tell you about life and how I'm not going to help you. That part. You going to have to be creative with this one. And that's just what it is. You going to have to make some stuff up. But see, that for some of y'all, that's the only reason your family wants you back around is because they can't. It's very difficult to make up a lie about somebody that you not around, because it's impossible that they could even, whatever lie they try to create about you, it's impossible for them to even know that. If it were true, which makes it obvious that it's not true. Because, you know what I'm saying? That would be like somebody saying that, how can I say it? I'm trying to think of a silly rumor or a silly lie. You know what I'm saying? But it would be like somebody trying to say that you took their hat or something like that. You have never been around this person. You never been around them. The date that they had went missing, you was across the country somewhere. You know what I'm saying? You have proof that you don't have nothing to do with what they talking about. And in fact, you don't even wear hats. It don't even make sense. It's that kind of vibe. It's like for them to make up a lie about you, it would be stupid. Because they don't know you. They don't know nothing about you. They're not around you. They really just assume. And this will be like somebody, every time you go around them, you know what I'm saying, you start you know what I'm saying, you may start it off by saying you took your kids to Disney World for the summer, and you carrying on talking about the trip. That's all they heard. Now they texting people saying that you went to Disney World and you left the kids at the hotel and you was at the club, and they heard you was with this person, that person, and the third, and it went down. Okay, that's what they heard. Meanwhile, you got pictures and videos of you and your kids on rides, getting candy, y'all, you know what I'm saying, licking the lollipops with y'all heads touching each other. It's it's that kind of vibe. And it's like they can't make up no rumor or no lie about you, because this somebody, if you do have social media, you don't post on there to such an extent that this person have no idea what you do on a daily basis, and it drives them absolutely bonkers. If you have social media, it's like, you know what I'm saying, you come on there and you don't share details about your life. You know what I'm saying? It's not a situation where you taking pictures, and if you do take pictures, you don't post them. And this is something, they can't make up no lies about you. And they are just absolutely, they don't know what to do. But God said for some of y'all, it's intended to be this way, because now it is obvious this person been lying about you this whole time. Because now they all of a sudden don't have no details and no tea on you. Imagine that. now they can't stalk you. I just feel like somebody, they cannot stalk you no more. I don't know how they were able to stalk you. Maybe you used to post all your details on social media. Maybe you would, you know what I'm saying, or you would go around them. Like, but I feel like you peeped that they, like, you would be talking about this beautiful experience you had with your child or your children, and they would assume that you had some kind of sick, twisted fantasy, you know what I'm saying, type thing going on. Like, that's the kind of vibe. There's somebody that's sick. But God said they can't make up no lies about you. They can't, like, they can't. They have nothing to go off of. It will be like them saying, I heard that they was doing this, that, and the third, and this, that, and the third, and I heard this, and I heard that. And then, you know what I'm saying, the next thing somebody else know, you done went live, you know what I'm saying, and you cooking, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like it's that kind of vibe. It's like the kind of vibe with this person. Maybe you used to live with somebody like this. Yeah, family. Okay, it could be that. And it's like, even if you weren't sharing details with them, because y'all was so close to each other, it's like they couldn't help but to overhear. Some of y'all, they would literally tiptoe and, you know what I'm saying, eavesdrop on conversations to get details of your life so they could create lies and rumors about you. But, you know what I'm saying, with them not being around you no more, they can't do that. For some of y'all, you so quiet that they could barely do it then anyways. And you know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. But God said there's somebody, they are upset they can't create lies about you no more. They are so bored they don't know what to do with themselves. And it's sad, but, you know, in reality, like, if you bored, get a hobby, get a job. It shouldn't be a situation where you think to yourself, I'm so bored, let me destroy this person's life. Is that really, like, that's what you do when you bored? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is somebody on full demon mode, you know, demon time. They, like, this is somebody that's really mad. They can't mess with you. That's what it sounds like. This is what it sounds like. It sounds like somebody that's mad. Like, they don't like you and they're mad that they can't mess with you anymore. They want to go back to being mean to you. They want to go back to tormenting you. They want to go back to talking about you. They want to go back to stalking you, bullying you, harassing you. That's why they mad. That's it. It's not even as they don't miss you. It's not because they love you so much. It's not because they care so much about you. And it's not because y'all used to paint each other toenails or nothing like that. This is somebody, you ain't even have a relationship like that with this person. The only reason they miss you is because they want to be able to lie on you the way that they used to. They want the narrative that they had for you to be true, and it's not, and it bothers them. They lied on you so much that they started to believe the lies. That's how, like, that's the kind of, this is somebody, they lied on you so much. They themselves began to believe the lies that they were creating about you. They really started to believe that you were not putting forth any effort to move out. They really started to believe you didn't care about having a job or any ambition. They really started to believe that you were, you know what I'm saying? They started to believe these things. And for some of y'all, these is people that was deliberately sticking a foot out in front of you so that you would not succeed. And you succeeded anyways, and it bothers them. They don't like it. But you know what I'm saying? Obviously, if somebody was in that kind of vibe to where they were, you know what I'm saying? Basically, it's like this person was the puppet master of somebody. You see me holding the strings. Trying to hold the strings. My little head's trying to hold the strings. It's like this person was a puppet master, and they wanted to control how you moved, how you looked, how people thought about you, what this was, what that was, and everything going on in your life. And it is absolutely driving this person bonkers that they have no control over your life, over the narrative of your life, how people feel about you, how people think about you at all. And they keep trying, but they failing. They trying, but they feeling. And it's like, it'll be like the kind of vibe where, if this is a female that is doing this to another female, that will be like this woman going around to try to tell men that that woman is easy or something like that. And now these men really think this is true. So they approaching this woman and she is like looking at them like they are insane and avoiding them at all costs. Mess around, pull out pepper spray. Like, get away from me. It's that kind of like this. That's the kind of vibe. And when people do stuff like that, that's sick. That's like somebody trying to set somebody up to get forced into doing something they don't want to do. Y'all already know I can't say it on here. RAPED. Okay? Which is sick in its own. You know what I'm saying? Because no means no. And you know what I'm saying? I know desperate times for desperate measures, but you could literally find somebody to sleep with anywhere. Anywhere. It's popular nowadays to sleep around. It is. You could find somebody, you don't even have to go nowhere special no more. You could go anywhere. You could. And if it's that kind of vibe, for somebody to think to themselves that they want to try to convince somebody that it'll be a good idea to try to force themselves on somebody else, that's sick. That's some sick stuff, man. I don't know why that came out, but that's sick. But anyways, that's sick. That is sick. That's it. But anyways, you know what I'm saying? I do know some women will do that. I know some women will do that. I've heard stories about women doing that. I've heard stories about women wanting to watch. That's how sick. And that's like, you know what I'm saying? That's jealousy to the fullest extent. You so envious and hateful towards that woman that you want to see her get, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, that's sick. But then if somebody did you something, it's one thing. But when somebody ain't did nothing to you, that's just a sick mind. But you know what I'm saying? I understand when somebody did you something, when somebody that did you some kind of harm, you have every right. You know what I'm saying? You have every right to feel anger. You have every right to be mad at them. But I just feel like certain things is just like, I don't know. I guess it's like part of me is just like, I know if I get mad at somebody, you think differently. But I think at the same time, from this standpoint of where this message is coming from, somebody, family member, wanting to see them get forced into sleeping with people they don't want to sleep with, that's sick. That's sad. It's sick. It's sick. It's sad. And it's like this person is mad because they can't manipulate this no more. For somebody, they used to do this to you. Like, this may be a situation where you would like be on the phone with a homegirl. Maybe you be on the phone with a friend or somebody and y'all be talking about where y'all going. Or for somebody, your friends were working as double agents for this family member. They would tell them where y'all were going. They would tell them, you know what I'm saying, little details about what you would have going on. For some of y'all, every time you met somebody, your friends would like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like somebody friends weren't really your friends. And they were helping whoever this family member, for somebody, a parent, to, you know what I'm saying, orchestrate for this adult child to be molested, God said, raped, in situations. I was trying not to say it, but it came out. You know what I'm saying? God said this, and this is sick because for somebody, it's a parent that orchestrated to see their child be forced into sleeping with people. For some of y'all, this parent orchestrated for people to force you, for people to hurt you, for people to be rough with you. Somebody, your parent, orchestrated for people to try to kidnap you. To like they orchestrated so many crazy, wild things, all for the sake of they just want to see you suffer. And you know what I'm saying? They can't do that no more. I feel like for some of y'all, they been couldn't do that no more. But for some of y'all, they just simply can't do that no more now. Regardless, the other little stuff, they can't do nothing at this point. And that's what they feel like. I feel like that's how they feel. They feel like hopeless. They feel like I can't do nothing. And it's like every little thing that they do, they be like, well, maybe if it's like, it don't work. It like I just feel like it don't work. And it's not because, you know what I'm saying, you just I don't know how to say it, but I just feel like it don't work. As far as breaking your spirit, you know what I'm saying? It may be a situation where somebody successfully forced themselves onto you. But it'll be a situation where that don't break your spirit. And also for some of y'all, they receive immediate judgment. This sick. Okay, I don't even want to talk about this no more. I can't stand. This is giving me just the heebie-jeebies. Ugh. Okay. I don't know who this is, you know what I'm saying? But I do understand, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's like you gotta, even your own mother, you gotta push with a long handled spoon. Because you know what I'm saying? After I learned about that the messaging people, you know what I'm saying, in my Facebook, and you know what I'm saying, talking with my friends, you know what I'm saying, it would be a situation where I would fall out with somebody and my mama would remain friends with them. Which, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is, do your thing. But you know, when it come down to it, like that is disloyal to the fullest extent for a mother to turn on her own daughter. And you know that she did me dirty, but you giggling with her. Y'all still cool. But she did your daughter dirty. But y'all cool though. You know what I'm saying? Make it make sense. You know, like that's grimy. And that's just what it is. That's just what it is. But I just feel like for some of y'all, that's what it is. And it's sad. You know, it's sad. Like, if like, you know what I'm saying? For a parent to go to that extent, that's sad. That's reckless. It's sad. God said reckless endangerment of a child. Like, for some of y'all, they may have been trying to do stuff to you when you were a kid. And you didn't even know it. You didn't realize it. But you know, when we kids, we can't realize when somebody is trying to hurt us or when somebody's trying to cause us harm. You know, when you a kid, you think, you know what I'm saying, that your mama love you, your daddy love you. They ain't gonna do you nothing. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna let nothing happen to you. They, you know what I'm saying? Man, you know, but sometimes when you grow up and you get into this real world and you start to actually look at things for what it really is, and all the glitter and the gold starts to fade away, you start to see, you know what I'm saying, that there are situations where there are people that were raised in ways that are not normal, and they were made to believe that it was. And you know what I'm saying, this would be a situation where somebody, the way you were raised was not normal. You were made to believe that it was. When you realized it was not normal, you removed yourself from this parent. And now this parent is trying to chase after you and force you to believe that it's normal when it's not. If that makes sense. And that's what it is. They wanted to make you believe that it was normal when it wasn't. They wanted to make you believe that it was okay when it wasn't. Like, I just feel like this is somebody, you received some really strange punishments that you did not deserve. And you know, that's sad. This may be a parent that interfered in relationships, friendships. You know what I'm saying? That's sad. And, I know sometimes people be like, we don't want to sit around and listen to this sob sad story. And it's understandable. You know what I'm saying? Because when you don't understand and you ain't been through it, it don't matter to you. But when you in that position to where you in this world where your own mama is attacking you and trying to take you up out of here, and you don't know why, it hit different. It just do. It just do. It's like, you know what I'm saying? I as an adult at this age, I find it sad, you know what I'm saying, that 18-year-old me, I found more love from people that I met, you know what I'm saying, hanging out in the streets, hanging out on the block, hanging out at clubs and parties and stuff than I did from people that I really felt should have. You know what I'm saying? I didn't feel that love. And it's not to say everybody as a whole, but you know what I'm saying? In some situations, it's sad when you're not able to feel the love that you're supposed to feel. And it's something weird. I remember I went on this camping thing one year, and while I'm at this camping trip, I'm there by myself. It's this, I made friends with this girl, right? Okay. She around the same age as me. It's her and all her cousins. Like, they came deep. It was like 30, 40 kids, all of them cousins. I'm thinking to myself, I wish me and my cousins was like that. And you know what I'm saying? And it's sad. It's sad, but sometimes it's not meant to be that way. Sometimes it's not that way, and it is what it is. But even if it is a situation where a parent, for whatever reason, wasn't able to give love the way that the child deserved or the child yearned for that love to be given, it's one thing for them not to know how, or not to be able to, or not to have time to. Maybe they had to work. Maybe they had to this, that, and the third. That's understandable. But it's another thing for them to take out the time, effort, and energy to harm that child. That's a whole it is a difference between somebody that wasn't able to, now come on, let me put you in a bed and let me read you a book and let me pat your head and then we gonna do this and then we gonna do. It's okay if you don't have time to do that. That's understandable. But what's not understandable is you being like, they came home after 10 p.m. I'm finna call the hitman. What? That's wild. They don't want to stay with me no more. What? I'm finna destroy. God said, what? Like, it's one thing if you ain't helping. It's a whole nother thing if you hurting. Like, at least if you ain't gonna help, you could just do nothing. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like that's what God. This is a situation where if you ain't gonna help, it would be much better to just sit there with the arms crossed and folded, you know what I'm saying, with your lips like, than to, you know what I'm saying, actively be, and let me call this one, and let me text this person, and I gotta see about this, and I gotta see about that. Like, that's sad, man. And my heart goes out, you know what I'm saying, to anybody that had to go through that. I know a lot of y'all have told me that y'all had to go through that, you know what I'm saying. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, we connect through here, you know what I'm saying. But and we a different kind of tough, you know what I'm saying, because your heart have to be built different to go through that. Your heart have to be built different to go through that. Is you know what I'm saying, like, heart of steel. And that's like, you know what I'm saying, that's just real, you know what I'm saying, because this kind of message is what heart attacks are made of. Your own, you know what I'm saying, your own flesh and blood trying to do something like this here to you. That's what heart attack. They'll cause you, you know what I'm saying, the biggest stress. But, in reality, it is what it is. But God not going to put you through nothing that you can't handle. And that's the message. And, once again, to whoever, anybody, what I'm saying, that relates to this message right here, my heart go out to you. I love you to bits and pieces. And, what I'm saying, and I mean that. I really do. And I'll see you guys later. Deuces. And don't forget that God love you too. Okay? And, God, this message is intended to let you know that he see you. He saw what happened to you. He saw what you endured. He saw what you went through. So it's not a situation where God don't know, your backstory. God don't know what you've been through. God don't know. No, he does. And that's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Deuces.